Hey guys, it's Diva here, and I wanted to do this video on how I deal with stress, and I wanted to do it because a really good friend of mine isn't doing very well. She's actually very sick, and her doctor said that her condition was caused by stress, and I thought that this would be a great opportunity to kind of just share my insight and my advice on how I deal with stress. And I'm not saying that I'm never under pressure or anything like that. I do have an intense job, and it can be stressful, and things happen in life. Like, my life's not perfect by any means, but I found some ways that just help me deal with the day-to-day stuff and just stressful times. And I'm not a doctor or professional, so because these things work for me doesn't necessarily mean they work for you. And also, I'm in no way, trying to simplify things. I'm not going to say this is like a band-aid for everything. It's going to make everything go away, all your problems, but it did help me, so I just hope that it helps you guys as well. And one of the first things that I started doing to help with stress is I started meditating. And I'm one of those people, I'm always doing a million things at the same time, so it's kind of hard for me. It's still hard for me to just sit there and just not think, or have one singular focus. But ever since I started doing meditation, I have realized that I don't stress as much. And what's great about meditation is that it just puts things in perspective, and you just become so focused that nothing seems really like that big of a deal. Not like I never get upset or go off or get angry or get stressed, but it's not as often. And if I feel like I'm about to really get fired up, I might, and I'm like, you know what? I'm like, it's not worth it. So meditation has really, really calmed me down. And yeah, I don't think a lot of people agree with that. They think I'm still crazy, but trust me, I've calmed down quite a lot. Along those lines, I also started practicing yoga. I've actually been doing yoga on and off for a few years, but I finally dedicated myself to the practice, and it's really changed my life. I actually hadn't been in like a couple of weeks because I've been traveling for work and doing so much, but I was so I don't even think stress is the word, but just I had so much anxiety because I was just doing so much and I was burning myself out. And I swear, that one class I took yesterday, all gone. Like, that was like 3 weeks of buildup of just stress and working and traveling and this and that. One yoga class just washed that all away. So yoga is definitely one of my saviors. And music is also something that's really, music, I've always turned to music, I should say, when I've been stressed. Music is just everything. I like all kinds of music. I don't think it really matters what kind of music you like. Anything that just kind of calms you or just puts you like in a good mood. Like, sometimes it's just about just putting yourself in a good mood. So anything that does that, I think, is really beneficial and helpful. So music definitely does that for me, and meditation and yoga. And also, I like to just take a walk every day, especially at work. I just like to take maybe 5 or 10 minutes to myself and just go take a walk around and just get some fresh air. And I also learned this thing where it's called walking meditation, so it's kind of walking and meditating at the same time. I'm not an expert on it. I kind of just Googled it, really, to be honest, but I haven't done too much research. But yeah, so that's kind of something I've been trying to, and it's been pretty interesting. But I haven't done that lately. Just taking regular walks, just getting fresh air and looking at the scenery, and just kind of, when I go outside and see the sun or I see the trees, you're just like, oh my God, like, this is life. Like, this is life. This is what it's about. Just nature and just the calmness and the beauty of like just being alive. And I think sometimes we lose that perspective. We just think our problems are bigger than us and just the most important thing in the world. But if you really think about it in the big picture, like, it's really not anything. So, I don't want to oversimplify. I don't know what the challenges that everyone's facing, and I have had challenges in my life, and I've been under so much stress, and I just realized that it's not worth my health. So I really just try to take care of myself, and I hope that you guys try to take care of yourselves, because really, stress will kill you. It will literally kill you, and if it doesn't, it will make you sick. So it's really not worth it. And like I said, those things worked for me. They may not work for you. Maybe you might want to see a counselor or talk to someone that's close that you trust. I'm not really sure, again, what situations everyone is in. I know sometimes stress is like a financial thing, and trust me, I get it when money gets tight. But at the end of the day, I'm like, you know what? It's just money. You know what I mean? At the end of my life, I'm not going to think about, oh my God, do you remember that time that I didn't have money for that? You know what I mean? You're not thinking that at the end of your life, you know, hopefully. So just put things in perspective. Put yourself first. You have to take care of yourself, you know, spend time with your friends and family. Do things that make you feel good. I think ultimately that's what I'm just trying to say, is that find something, you know, positive that makes you feel good, and do that. Sometimes, honestly, if I'm not feeling too great about my life or something, I like to volunteer or help someone else. Not to be like, oh, good, someone has it worse than me. But really, it's like when you see like a sick child, let's say, what are you really complaining about? You know what I mean? When this person is sick and they're dying, like, what are you complaining about? So sometimes it just helps to put things in perspective. And I do just generally like helping people, but I think, you know, that's also something that comes with it, is that I also think like, oh my God, like this person is going through this and I'm complaining because I couldn't buy that new pair of shoes. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not that serious, you know? So again, I'm not a professional or a doctor. Those things work for me. And again, I'm not trying to oversimplify everything. I know that people have work, they have family obligations, and I completely support that. I totally get it, I promise. It's just at the end of the day, if you're making yourself sick and stressing yourself out, how are you going to take care of your family? How are you supposed to, you know, take care of those job responsibilities? Like, you're going to be sick. So you might, you know what I mean? What's the point in that? So just, you know, take care of yourselves, and then you can take care of others. So yeah, that was just my little video, and I just hope, you know, that gave some people some insight. And just, it really is important though, you guys, to take care of yourself. And beauty and fashion, all those things are so much fun. They're my obsessions in life. But first and foremost, before everything, I always make sure to take care of myself, because you can't enjoy the great things life has to offer if, you know, you're sick and you're not feeling well. So hopefully that video helped you guys, and I'd love to hear how you guys deal with stress. You know, like I said, I do yoga, music, meditation, archery. Like, what do you do? Some people paint, you sculpt. I really would love to hear it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one. Bye.